sleeping, and perhaps you'll weep for me. For me, oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so he will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps he'll weep for me. Let's see the banjos pick.
Sorry about that.
That's the
repeat.
Turn it around.
Yeah, I got that.
Good morning, everybody.
Turn it around.
If you're joining us, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes.
Melissa, you do a great job, Melissa.
Yes.
Thank you.
She does.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you, David. You were at a church service this morning, right?
We had a drive-in church.
Yeah, what does that mean, drive-in church?
It's like drive-through.
But do they stay like at a drive-in movie, and then somebody preaches, or do you drive through and the guy goes like that, and then you drive out? So it's like a drive-in movie.
And you have like a big PA system, so everybody can sit in their car and listen to the service.
Do they have music?
You kind of open your mouth and the priest flings the testament in like a frisbee.
Do you bring your own communion wine?
Next week they're planning to do that.
Can you?
The sacrament, right? Just kind of flicks it in, the little cracker flicks it in.
I think that's a great idea, really.
I want to go to one of those cowboy churches.
Cowboy church?
Yeah, they have cowboy church. I don't know what happens there, but I want to go. Yeah,
We have a biker church close to our house.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride o'er the plains with the horses that I love. I don't know. Don't fence me in. I want to be the breeze where the west commences. Gaze at the moon until I lose my senses. I can't stand marbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in.
You know what we should do, Laura?
Huh?
Now we should make an entire show with you, but just different cowboy songs.
Yeah.
It's my first record. Was a
Yeah,
cowboy
I
record.
promise not to bring
I
my
think we're on
accordion.
Showtime. It's Showtime.
Showtime. From the Blue Ridge Artisan Center in historic downtown Wilkesboro, this has been the Kruger Brothers 1915 show.
What? This has not been.
It's the
This
fastest
has not been.
broadcast.
Okay, thank you. That's all right.
Coming to you from beautiful downtown Wilkesboro in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, welcome to the Kruger Brothers 1915 show. Sit back, relax, and give it up for your hosts, the Kruger Brothers.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. So glad to be here. So glad to be here. Thanks. Thanks for coming, Laura.
You bet.
Fantastic.
It was amazing. Last week when we did our first show, we talked to Dale. We said, maybe in the future we can have some guests. Maybe Laura Boosinger will come and join us. And when I come home after the show, looked at my emails, who had written me an email? Laura. Maybe we should do the Academy sing-along or something.
That's right.
That was
We
just
should be at the
absolutely
Academy
amazing.
this
It's been our Academy
weekend.
weekend this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend was supposed to be our academy, the Kruger Brothers Academy, which it always takes place at the Holiday Inn over here in Wilkesboro, and it's a beautiful crowd of friends, getting together. And Laura is a tradition. She comes on Sunday morning, and we have gospel singing. So everybody gets their instruments out and sings along, and that's what we want to encourage you this morning as well. I mean, noon is already.
Here at least.
Here at least.
Somewhere.
But you can just get your instruments out and sing along, strum along. I mean, that's the whole purpose of this. This is not a show. We're just having a good time together. It's like sitting in the living room, and
That's right.
yeah, that's what it should be.
And
So-
we'll even tell you what key we're going to be in, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get ready and
right, yeah.
get your mandolin and get your banjo and
Again,
whatever else.
If you didn't hear, you can download all of the songs that we'll be doing today and a bunch of others from our website at KrugerBrothers.com. Right
Yeah.
on the front page there's a link to get you to this and that, and
right, yeah.
it's a free download, so you can download all the stuff we're doing today.
This is always one of the funnest parts of the Academy because everybody has different faith traditions, but we still pull out these really old, early 20th century mostly hymns. And as you can see on your downloads, they are written in shaped notes because that's what people learned to read music by in the South for a long time, was using the shape notes. So these new books that came in the early 20th century were written in shape notes so people could read them. Because if they were round notes, they said they all looked like sol, because sol is the round note. So they said sol, 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 sol. Why, gosh, they're all sol to me. So these are in the shape notes. We're going to start with an old Carter family song that everybody knows in the key of C. And you don't even have to worry if your auto harp's not in tune with everybody because you're by yourselves. Here we go.
Use spoons.
Yeah, you could even play spoons and washboard and a paper bag.
Cowbell.
Yeah, somebody put yesterday more cowbell on the comments.
That's Jim Yarborough. He makes the world see.
I thought that was awesome. All right, boys, here we go. This is good music and good thinking for the quarantine times. There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way. If we'll keep on the sunny side of life. I'll pick it like Maybell, baby. Though the storm and its fury breaks today, crushing hopes that we cherish so dear. But in time, storms and clouds will pass away, and the sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way. If we'll keep on the sunny side of life. I'll pick it, yes. Now let us greet with a song of hope each day. Let the moment be cloudy or fair, and let us trust in our Savior always, who'll keep us everyone in His care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day and will brighten all the way. If we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Just keep on the sunny side of life.
Yeah, fantastic. No.
These are all these.
No,
I think
it's
I'm
okay.
missing
I don't
that
think
part.
I don't think we need the claps today. That's all right. It's okay. Peabody, thank you for clapping so loud. I don't know how you do that.
He's got the multiplier.
He's got a multiplier.
Electric
The multiplex clapper.
Got the multiplier at Lowe's.
You sound great, Laura.
Oh, we just, we always have so much fun when we just get together and just relax and play music, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel good, and so far it feels really good. What about you folks at home?
It feels
You doing
good.
good?
Yep.
Let us know. Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
You know what I personally what I enjoy the most is the interaction between you guys. I think that's great. Somebody asks a question, and we're not answering it. Somebody else is answering it, and the interaction. I just love to see this community.
But it's great from all over the world.
It's just this
Right.
community. It's like on our academy. Sometimes it feels like we're not really needed anymore. They're having such a great time together, and it's the same sometimes. When we play our shows now, I can see this, and it's beautiful. Makes us really happy. To know that you can't wait for this to happen, just like us. I went home last night. I read the comments. It's just heartwarming to see all that.
Laura, remember when we first met at Fiddler's Grove?
Actually, it was Merlefest.
Yes, Merlefest,
Yes,
yeah.
But
do.
I remember at Fiddler's Grove when we came to,
That summer, that first.
I remember that you walked on stage in the middle of my set, and all y'all came on with your instruments and started playing. I have a photograph of that. It's pretty awesome.
when we left Switzerland, it was snowing,
Yeah.
and so we came to Union Grove in our winter gear.
Yes.
And I remember
was a
my
mistake.
guitar case was there on stage, and there was fumes coming off the guitar case, and I was
Steaming. It was.
sweating my face off.
And you were
on that
laughing.
stage
You
with
were
the
just
tin,
laughing.
with that tin roof on that stage, and the sun was baking down on it.
And I was laughing at you?
Yeah, you were. And then you didn't invite us to play with you on stage. That's why we just snuck up on you.
Oh, well.
No, I
It
just.
was a great moment. I have a wonderful picture. It was me and Joe Newberry and Amanda Luther, and then these guys come on, and I have the best picture of you and I playing banjo. It's so fun.
Yeah, it
so
was.
fun.
Yeah.
So we've always felt like kinfolk somehow or
Somehow,
another.
yeah, exactly.
And I think it's amazing that these old songs really have all this heartfelt encouragement to them. I mean, the next one we're going to play in the key of C is called The Unclouded Day, or as most of the old-timers sing it, Uncloudy Day. And my very favorite version of this song is from Willie Nelson. So we're going to send this. I'm sure Willie's tuned in this morning from Luck, Texas, aren't you, Willie? So we'll send this one out to him. Do you want to kick it off, Vivi? Da-dum-da-da-da-da-da.
Yes, you all do.
Yeah,
One.
one,
Sure.
1, 2.
Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond the skies. They tell me of a home far away. Oh, they tell me 4. Oh, they tell me that he smiles on his children there, and his smiles drive their sorrows all away. They tell me that no tears ever come again in that lovely land of uncloudy day. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Let's turn it around.
Great.
Uncloudy day. It's not, there are
Uncloudy.
no clouds in the sky today in Wilkesboro, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that.
What a beautiful day today it
It's
is.
a beautiful day, and everything's in bloom, and
And you live around Asheville, don't you?
I do. I live in Asheville out in Beaver Dam, which is cool because there's lots of Beaver Dam communities. There's one in Haywood County. There's one, I believe, in Watauga. So Beaver Dam was there's a Beaver Dam road down on the way to Earl Scruggs' house, not too far from where he grew up. So there's lots of beaver dams. I like that.
There's some great musicians down in your era. You know,
Oh, boy, we're just eat up with good musicians in Asheville and Madison County. Hey, Madison County people out there.
Yeah, Madison County people.
Missing
we
Bobby
miss,
Hicks
we
a
miss
lot,
playing
you know?
Madison. Well, we're supposed
We're
to come to
hoping to-
Madison County in August. Let's hope.
That's right. We're hoping for it. We're hoping for
yeah,
it. That's a
let's
good
hope
way
it'll
to start
happen.
again.
How's Josh?
He's working hard. He
He's a good
says he's
kid,
teaching
right?
online. He says he does twice as much work for half the money.
Well,
There you have it.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Yeah,
But
but
he's,
already pretty
he's
good,
young and strong.
he's doing well. He's doing well. There's a lot of us. Madison County Arts Council set up a relief fund for Madison County artists, too. So we're happy to support people who can't get out and do work. And y'all know there's a virtual tip jar for the Kruger brothers.
Yeah.
It's all about them because they can't get out and work either. I still have a paycheck, so drop a few. We're passing the collection basket online today. So as
Well,
the basket
actually-
comes by, throw a little, they like
it's-
the folding
okay,
money is
Laura.
good.
Well,
The
what we're
folding
it's
telling the
okay,
folks
it's
also,
okay.
the artists here in Wilkes County and all of our 8 surrounding counties can display their works here at the Blue Ridge Artisan Center. And we've got a new artist display today. It's Susan Jesperson from Ashe County,
It's beautiful.
our neighboring county up a little north of us. She celebrates nostalgic memories of our natural world in lyric, abstract, expressionist approach. So, again, if you're interested in any of the artwork here, you can get on their online store at blueridgeartisancenter.com.
That's beautiful,
And purchase some of the local artisan work from this wonderful part of North Carolina.
that.
It's really amazing stuff that people do in this area. Not only music, quilting, fabrics, woodwork, painting,
And-
instrument making, all kinds of stuff. And
Decoys.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. You know, the instrument making.
instrument making, too.
Bob
yeah.
Koget's fiddles.
Yes,
You know,
are displayed
actually,
here. Yeah.
I'm going to bring one. Next Friday, I'm going to bring one.
We got to bring Bob Kogan.
We're going to
That's actually a good idea.
we're going to do it. We're going to do an online contra dance.
People ask for it, actually. That's great. It'd be like their physical fitness, contra dance in your living room.
Yeah. That's it. So what we got next, Laura?
So this is a song that I grew up in the Baptist church, and I remember vividly standing up on the pew when I was 7, maybe 8 years old, probably 7, and singing out really loudly on this song. But I got reacquainted with it when I was a student at Warren Wilson College, and my job, because everybody has a job there, my job was being David Holt's assistant. And he had an office, and in the office was a record player, literally a little record player, and there were 3 or 4 LPs in there, and one of them was the Stanley Brothers. And I listened to this song 9 million times by the Stanley Brothers. And later in my life, I was actually fortunate enough to play some with George Shuffler, who played with the Stanley Brothers. And I had no idea that George was on that record and all that imprinting was happening until later. So this is one you should turn to your songbooks, Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. We're still in the key of C. And there's a lot of good parts for you to sing, like in the chorus when we're going, leaning, leaning. At home you should be, and you bass voices or tenor voices, leaning on Jesus, or something to that effect, you know. So we get all the parts in there. All right? You ready? I am ready to play this one.
Go ahead.
I'm going to kick it off. what have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms.
Good one, good one, good one, good one.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful.
I've been fighting a cough through that whole last chorus.
Yeah, the poem is quite heavy out here. My car is yellow. It's usually
It's usually
more
red.
like a mud color.
That was great.
Wonderful. Huh?
So how are you holding up at home? Can you play along? Is it all good?
Hey, we have a shout out today. We have a birthday. One of our Academy stalwarts, our good friend Jim Bova, is celebrating his birthday today.
Oh, Jim,
Wish Jim happy
awesome.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Jim. Happy birthday to you.
And for all of you who have birthday today, of course.
Or tomorrow,
Or
yesterday.
tomorrow, or yesterday.
Yeah,
week.
because it was Rebecca's birthday yesterday,
Yeah,
right?
Rebecca's birthday
I
yesterday,
miss celebrating with Rebecca on her birthday.
No, she doesn't celebrate her birthday.
She
Yeah, my
does when
mom-
she's with me.
Yeah, my mom didn't celebrate birthdays. My mom was 39 forever, for as
Right.
long as I knew, until my brother turned 40. Then it got a little complicated.
Exactly.
That would be complicated.
Yeah, it.
Yeah,
It's just like-
I'm my own grandpa.
It's like, but it's, you know, when we played at TR Brian's 75th birthday, when they had this big celebration up here at the Walker Center, and I asked TR, you know, hey TR, how does it feel to have a birthday like this? He says, well, it feels great to have a birthday. You know, it's when you stop having birthdays, that's when you start having troubles.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so great then, does it?
That's really.
That was some of his best advice. Just keep having birthdays.
Sorry about that. Well, we also missed Merle Fest this year, and I know some friends are out there who come to my Shape Note singing workshop on Sunday mornings, and it wouldn't be right if we didn't at least pull out one of the old Shape Note hymns from the Christian Harmony.
Do you remember when we once played? I can't remember which year it was. Maybe you remember, but we played Sunday morning in the old time tent. You remember? And Maynard came, and we did that gospel morning in the old time tent.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my all-time favorite sets of Merlefest.
And it was right after my Shape Note singing.
Right?
Yeah.
And all the people, that's this whole tent. Everybody was singing along. Hundreds and hundreds of them, you know.
That's
And
what they're doing out in the big world right now.
I know it's
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Wish we could hear you.
What's the song that we're going to play?
We're going to play Angel Band in the key of E.
E.
And even though the Stanley brothers said, "Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings," that is not the right lyric. It's snowy wings. I'll tell you a funny story. There was when we have singings at home, there was an old preacher man out in Etowah, Jerry Israel, you can correct me. And just before dinner, he'd start, about 11:30 in the morning, he'd start saying, "I wonder why they don't sing Angel Band." And he'd keep saying this, and he has pretty hard of hearing, so you could hear him a lot because he was loud. "I wonder why they don't sing Angel Band. Reckon why they don't ever sing Angel Band." So then somebody would get up and lead Angel Band, and everybody would sing Angel Band. They would break for dinner, because we always have DOG, dinner on the grounds. Come back after dinner, start singing again, and the old man would say, "I wonder why they don't ever sing Angel Band." Well, he had never heard it the first time because his hearing was so bad. So we're going to think about that preacher, and we're going to sing Angel Band for him and for everybody else that needs it. My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph is begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings Look to you on Jordan's banks, the crossing must be near. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. When y'all want to pick it? This is my favorite verse. We'll finish with this one because it talks about hearing the noise of wings. Oh, I've almost gained my heavenly home. My spirit loudly sings. The holy ones, behold, they come. I hear the noise of wings. Let's do it the old-timey way. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. I hope somebody out there said amen to that. I would have said amen. It was fine right there. Let's see. Well,
What does that say? Peter Gunn?
Peter Gunn. No, it says either farther along or precious memories. What's it going to be, boys?
Farther Along is a nice one.
Farther along.
Old timers call this tempted and tried. One of the great lines in this song, it says, how people can live so wicked year after year. How things work out for them, and they're living so wicked year after year. Yeah. We're going to do this in the key of D, if you'd like to get in tune for that. How are
And I
we
hope
doing?
Maynard can hear this. It's one of his
Oh, I
favorite
know.
tunes.
I hope there's a bunch we're missing Maynard on this morning.
Yes. And Paul, Maynard and Paul. Paul is just awesome. Remember, he always comes and sings. He's just such a good man singing along, taking Maynard around. And Hilda, of course.
Let's sing
That's
1,
enough.
2, and 4, y'all.
Yeah.
That's enough, I think. Go ahead, Uwe. I'll pick it a little more. That was pretty. I almost missed my favorite verse. When death has come and taken our loved ones, it leaves our home so lonely and drear. Then do we wonder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. Take us out, I left off a couple of those verses because we have so many to sing. I just didn't want to not do them all. You know? Because we still have 15 minutes. I think this is another one Maynard really likes. You have a swallow here. Called Precious Memories. My Aunt Joy is 86 years old.
God bless her.
She lives on a lake down in Mississippi. Now, don't think like that big Lake Norman where those big fancy houses are where the basketball players live. I'm talking a real live Mississippi lake where people have their second homes for fishing. So their boat costs more than their house sometimes. That's true. And my Aunt Joy goes to a little Southern Baptist church there, and she's always telling me funny things that happen in church. Because that's, of course, one of the main things she wants to talk about is her church home. And she said that they had a new pastor, and he was a young fellow. He comes once in a while, and he plays guitar. She thought he was pretty good, so that was a high point for her. And she said she was at church on Sunday night, because, you know, Baptists go several times a week. And on Sunday night, she says it's mostly us old folks. And he started preaching one night, and he started preaching about all these things that young people get into, like drugs and alcohol and sex. And then he stopped and he looked at the audience and he said, you know, I believe I'm preaching to the wrong crowd here. And my Aunt Joy says, well, preacher, that's all right. You know, we still like to sing Precious Memories. Did you put the laugh track on for that one? And I did not make that up. That's definitely true. She's got one all the time. Precious memories, unseen angels sent from somewhere to my soul. How they linger ever near me, and the sacred past unfold. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious my soul in the stillness of the midnight. Precious, sacred scenes unfold. I'll take it, do they? As I travel on life's pathway, know not what the years may hold. As I ponder, hopes grow fonder, precious memories flood my soul. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. And the stillness of the midnight, precious, sacred scenes unfold.
I just had to think about you.
What were you thinking about, my aunt?
Yeah, it's just precious memories. You know.
Yeah.
This is really funny.
She's also the one that when we went to Hawaii, well, they called it Hawaii, when I was 30, so that was a long time ago. I went with 3 widow women and my mother, and her preacher pulled her to the side before they went, because, you know, he had to give her some advice. He said, now, Miss Culbertson, don't you go over there to Hawaii and get yourself in any trouble. She said, Brother Mickey, I'm going to Hawaii, I'm getting a grass skirt, and I'm looking for a man with a weed eater.
Yep.
Yeah.
And did you find one?
Did she find one? Yeah. If I know her, she probably did. You should sing. Let's go to the House of Gold in B. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the key of B.
B or B flat? What was it?
I think it was B.
Yeah. B, 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 B.
B.
Key of 4.
And then we're gonna.
Key of 4.
I kicked out one of them because I want to make sure we get to do the other ones. Are y'all having a good time? I hope you're singing with us. I wish we could hear you. Uwe, I always love to hear Uwe sing this old Hank Williams tune.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it.
As Mama would tell you, Uwe, get your helmet on.
I think we're going to send this out to Brenda, right?
Yes,
Yeah, this will
Brenda.
go out to Mama. Yeah.
We would sit in the basement of Brenda and Robert Shepherd home down, and she would bring food down there. We'd drink Mountain Dew,
Mountain Dew.
I'll do. Yeah, oh, yeah.
You didn't sleep for a week, did
and
you?
we just play all day and all night, pretty much.
Played up in West Jefferson one Saturday morning for a show, and then somebody gave us a bottle of squeezins, and I put it right here next to Mike. And when we were playing, I knocked it over, and
By mistake.
we had to turn off all the cigarettes, and nobody touched the light switch or anything like that. We were afraid this thing would blow up. Then Jens took a mop.
One of those old yellow,
Yeah,
the
and
yellow
he started
cellulose,
mopping the
yeah,
stuff
that-
up,
yeah,
and the
squeezy
mop
mops.
dissolved.
Melted.
It just
it
melted into the moonshine.
Is this the
was,
kind of talk we ought to be having on a Sunday morning when we're
I
at
know.
church?
No, this is about the evils of alcohol.
Oh, thank you. I knew we'd get back on track.
All right, good. Just,
One. People steal, they cheat and lie. For what fortune it would buy. Though they know that on Judgment Day their gold and silver will melt away. I'd rather be in a deep dark grave that my poor soul was saved, and to live in this world in a house of gold, and deny my God and do my soul. Jesus said, come unto me, I'll break sin's chains and I'll set you free. I'll carry you to a home on high. You will never, ever die. Now Jesus died there on the cross, so this world would not be lost. Sinner, hear me when I say, fall down on your knees and pray. Good as gold and silver too, if your heart's not pure and true. Sinner, hear me when I say, for someday you'll have to pay. I'd rather be in a deep dark grave, know that my poor soul was saved, and to live in this world in a house of gold, and deny my God and do my soul, and deny my God and do my soul, my weary soul.
That's good.
That's a good song.
It's a good song.
That is.
We haven't played that in a long,
No, we haven't played that in a long time.
Since last year at the Academy.
Did we?
We try to do it because I always ask you for it. So we
Maybe
try
that's
to do
maybe that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love that song. House of Gold. That's great. You know, usually when you do these kind of programs on the radio, especially on Sunday morning, when I was in college, we only got one radio station at my college, and it was WWNC, which covered a huge footprint in Western North Carolina. And on Sunday mornings, while my roommate and I were getting ready to go to church, we would turn it on because they always played gospel songs. They always played things like the Kingsman Quartet and the Chuckwagon Gang. I love the Chuckwagon Gang. And probably they played the Shuffler Family too, but I didn't know any better then. And we'd sing these gospel songs while we were getting ready to go sing in the Presbyterian church, because they didn't have any hymns I knew at all in that hymn book. And once in a while when the Methodist preacher would preach, he'd get out the red hymn book, and it had these kind of songs in it. So usually when you're on one of those shows, you always send songs out to the sick and shut-ins. And I hope you're not sick, but I know you're shut in. So we're sending this out to you today, and we're happy you joined us. Put your banjos and your fiddles up in the key of B, and we're going to do a favorite called I'll Fly Away.
Well, we want to say goodbye and.
Oh wait, we're going to do one more after this.
Really?
Oh, yeah, after
Yes,
this.
we got to do
one
the
more?
cabin.
All right, great.
We have two
Yes,
more.
absolutely.
He's trying to get an encore, but
no.
I'm just going to tell you we're doing two more.
Kids can't wait for the chicken.
No, I.
We call around here in Wilkesboro, they grow a lot of chicken, and
I passed that big factory.
they call it the gospel bird.
They do.
I should have put new strings on.
It's too late now.
I know, I know, I know.
this life is o'er, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. Life have grown, I'll fly away like a bird from prison bars has flown. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. That was an arrangement I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, me neither.
What arrangement? Yeah.
What arrangement? How's it going, Melissa, over there?
Is anybody out there?
Can we see Melissa on Peabody for once? That would be great, you know. Yeah, can we?
It's going really well. You've got several people singing along with you and playing along with you.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Cool.
If the sun's not shining where they are, you've brought the sunshine to them.
Aww.
Did you see how many people commented on your voice?
Yes.
Yes.
I think you have a new career coming up in voiceover work.
Yeah. Along with Joel.
It's a good thing. Voiceover work you can use for a really long time because you don't have to, you know, if you've been in the quarantine and you've gained the 15 pounds in quarantine, you can still be a voiceover person and nobody knows the difference.
This is what I'm really in a conundrum here. You know, I got the 15 pounds
Quarantine.
from quarantine, and then the camera adds another 15 pounds.
Oh, thanks a lot.
So I'm actually I actually look a lot like Elvis right now, but it just doesn't come across like that on the camera. The lighting is kind of bad for that,
I thought you looked good, actually.
Actually, I thought so too.
I thought you looked really good, and I thought you looked super handsome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I did. So I'm sure all
What
y'all.
are we gonna do?
I'm gonna introduce it.
What are we
You'll
gonna do?
know.
What are we
You'll
gonna
know. We're in the key of C.
Oh, okay. It's good to know.
All of y'all know the Kruger brothers, Caroline in the Fall song, and the lyrics about, for the first time in my life, I'm not a stranger anymore. That song really touched me because I moved to North Carolina when I was 17, and when I got into Asheville and went to school down there, I met a great bunch of friends who played music, and probably one of my most important groups is my singing group. And we get together and eat good food and sing Christian harmony and sacred harp songs and all these old gospel songs. And I know this song speaks to all of them, so I'm sending this out to Zach and Maggie and Jan and George and Dave and Bob and Kate and whoever else is listening out there, because this is the one I think we all feel strongly about, and it's called Build Me a Cabin in Gloryland.
Laura, thank you so much that you took the effort in coming up here joining us on this little show here. It was just such a treat.
It's a treat for me, and I hope a treat for you out there.
Yeah.
Now many years I've been searching for a place to call home. I failed here to find it, so I must travel on. I'm not looking for fine mansions on earth's sinking sand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland. Oh, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland, in the shade of that tree of life where it may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake Jesus' hand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland.
Thank you, Laura.
Well, there's many dear loved ones who've gone on before in that great final more. Oh, I just forgot the words. One morning we can hear them all sing. Sorry about that. Build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland. Oh, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland, in the shade of that tree of life where it may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake Jesus' hand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland. Oh Lord, I'm not asking to live in thy midst, for I am not worthy of such splendor as this. But Lord, I'm just asking while humbly I stand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland. Well, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland, in the shade of that tree of life where it may ever stand, where I can hear the angels singing, shake Jesus' hand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland. Just build me a cabin in the corner of Gloryland.
Now
Thank
some
you,
applause.
everybody.
We could need some applause now for Laura.
I can't even hear him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
guys.
that was good.
Thanks.
That was good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peabody. That was very good. No, that was beautiful. Thank you for coming again.
Happy to.
It was we had Jody Call on drums. Of course, we love Jody playing along, and of course, there's behind the mask. In case you didn't know,
It's
Joel.
Zorro.
It is Joel.
The masked bass player.
It's Joel Friedman, everybody.
Yes, dear?
It's Joel Landsberg, everybody. Sorry about that, Joel
Hey, y'all.
Friedman. You know I was thinking of you. Huh?
Thank you. We
It's
love
Joel
you, Laura.
Landsberg.
All right, thank you all. You have a beautiful week, and
Stay safe, stay well, and
yes.
hopefully we'll see you all next week again.
We'll see you next week on Friday night and on Saturday night. You take care. All good?
From the Blue Ridge Artisan Center in historic downtown Wilkesboro, this has been the Kruger Brothers 1915 show. Thank you all for being here with us. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Special thanks to all of our fans for your continued support. Join us next time for another edition of the Kruger Brothers 1915 Show.